Hello folks, and welcome to day 5 of our Jersey adventure. Before we talk about day 5, I think we better mention day 4. So day 4 for us, which was a Wednesday, well, that started off as a very dull, damp day. It was actually raining, so we didn't do any filming, any vlogging. I think Karen may have taken a few photographs, but basically what we did on day 5, day 4 even, yesterday, we went into St. Helier and just spent the morning walking around, just checking out the shops and getting lost, and then refinding our way back, and just generally having a sort of a walk around St. Helier. Found their big enclosed market, which actually is very good. It's like an old style type market that you don't see very often these days. So we did that in the morning.
This is where we came in.
Wasn't rainy like this, huh?
No.
We arrived back here 2ish, something like that. But then what we then did, we used the facilities. Yes, so we had went into the leisure suite, as they call it. So we had a swim, a sauna, jacuzzi, swim, sauna and jacuzzi, and just sort of spent sort of afternoon doing that, which was nice and refreshing. And then a nice evening meal and chilled out. So the evening meal was up to its usual excellent standards. So that's where we are now. So day 5, which is our last full day actually, guys. Oh, put my feet down. Which is our last full day. So today we are going to St. Aulbins, which is, I think, like the next bay down, if you like, St.aulbins Bay. So there's this little what should we call it, land train that goes all along the promenade, so you don't go anywhere near any roads and such. Like, just go straight down the promenade to St. Aulbins Bay. I think it's quite a big area. So St. Aulbins is you have quite a busy fishing harbour one end, and then there's a lovely beach. So that's for today. So we just catch on this little land train. So we have to walk into St. Helier and catch it at Liberation Square, and then it just goes all the way along the promenade. We get a bit of a talk, and then it sort of runs backwards and forwards between sort of St. Aulbins and St. Helier, so we just hop on and off as and when. So £9 return, so that's a very good price. So we're going to go to St. Aulbins and spend the day there. So hopefully I can do some photography and some videography. I have packed the spare battery for this, so hopefully we won't run out of electric like we did when we was at Jersey Zoo. Anyway, we're going to make our way shortly to St. Helier, which is about a 20-minute walk. We've got it pretty much sus now, so we know what we're doing. So we're going to walk to St. Helier and catch the little train. So probably doing some vlogging and videoing with the GoPro as we go along. But anyway, guys, we shall see you a little bit along our way. So this is St. Aulbins Bay, or part of it. The tide's out, so the little harbour is devoid of water at the moment. But this is St. Aulbins Bay. Rather picturesque, I have to say. St. Aulbins Bay Harbour, and the tide's just on its way in. So as you can see, guys, tide is early in, the harbour is pretty much full up. But we are now going to head back to St. Helier on the land train. Just had a nice cold beer. So here we are back at the hotel room after our little adventure to St. Aulbins Bay. So yeah, it was quite a nice little place. Wouldn't say there was a lot there, I don't think. Well, there wasn't a lot there. There was a nice harbour, and which the tide was out when we got there, and there was a long sort of promenade, but it was just like hotels and guest houses, not really much of a town. So didn't do a lot of videoing and photography there. Yeah, it was nice, but sort of place that you know, you'd need all day there to explore. Really, as we only had a few hours, really much time to do a lot of exploring. I think, you know, as I said, I think you'd need a whole day there to have a good explore around. But we sort of saw the interesting parts, as it were, guys. Had a drink and a little walk around. So yeah, nice little place, well worth a visit. On that land train thing, that was quite fun too, and a nice little commentary there and back, sort of all the sort of interesting facts. Anyway, so as I said, we're back at the hotel, and we are starting the arduous task of packing, because today was our last full day here. So this will be the last sort of vlog done on the M50. So our last meal this evening and our last breakfast will be tomorrow morning. So we're just starting the task of packing everything up. So I'll just give you a quick sort of a rundown of what's happening tomorrow. What is happening tomorrow?
Leave our cases in.
Right, Karen's going to be translating behind. So basically, we got to be out of the room, I believe that, well, there was some confusion, it was either 10 or 11, but anyway. So when we sort of check out, whether it be 10 or 11, probably, hopefully it'll be 11, we're going to leave our gear somewhere in the hotel, and then we can disappear off around St. Helier and go and grab a bite to eat and just a bit of a wander round. But the coach is then picking us up back here at the hotel. What time did we say?
Oh, that's what I was going to check.
Karen's just getting all the, Karen's getting the information, so you're going to get this live. It's like a live outside broadcast. Yeah, so I'm going to have a walk around. We're going to try and fish and chips. Apparently there's a place in St. Helier that does some excellent fish and chips. So we're going to give that a go before we head back. So anyway, what's the plan, dearest? Oh, she's doing Friday. Absolutely. Sorry. Go on. Absolutely lovely day today. Absolutely
Your
brilliant.
transfer will be from Monterey Hotel at 16:45.
So at 16:45, which is 4:45, yeah? Yeah. So basically, I knew that. 4:45 we got to be back. But we got to be back here earlier than that, don't we?
Yeah, I'll probably get back by 2.
Yeah. So basically, we got to be back here at 4:45 and ready to go for the coach to pick us up. And so that's 4:45 tomorrow afternoon, not in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon. That takes us to the ferry terminal. And what ferry are we on, does it say?
6:15.
So then we're on the 6:15 ferry out of St. Helier.
Oh, sorry,
Nope.
check in 6:15.
Check. So we've got to then check in at 6:15.
It departs at 7:40.
Oh, so we've got, yeah.
7:45.
So we got to check in by 6:15. It departs at 7:45. Did you say?
Yeah.
7:45. So that's a long. That's quite a long wait. And then it doesn't arrive back in Poole until 12:30. So that'll be 12:30 Saturday morning. And then hopefully our coach will be there to pick us up. And then we got to drive back from Poole back home. So what's that? So I've got a couple of hour drive, no more than that. 3 hours. Does it say what time he's planning to get back to?
I'm really sorry, I've got it wrong. I was reading come in.
Right, so
Sorry.
that was coming. We've done that.
Oh, God.
Right.
It's been a long day. Right.
Forget all that. Forget that. Scrub that. Right. So.
Check in at 5:15 tomorrow.
So the coach is picking us up. At what time? Anyway, it don't matter.
4:45.
So we're going to be picked up here at 4:45 by the coach, and check in at St. Helier.
7:15.
7:15.
Then the ship leaves at
Hang on.
18:15. 6:15, and we get in
Hang on. So we're going to be picked up here.
at 16:45. I got that bit right.
So 4:45 we're going to be picked up here. Then that takes us to St Helier, and we check in. What time is St Helier?
Check in at 17:15.
17:15. That's quite a long wait
It
then.
departs at 18:15.
So we got. It's a long wait from when we saw it. We're talking amongst us. So it's a long wait then, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. So we got to wait an hour, like the airport. So we got to wait an hour at the ferry terminal, and then what time does it leave?
Into Paul at 22.
What time does it leave?
18:15.
18:15. What time's that? 8:15. No, 6:15. So it leaves at 6:15. That's about a 4-hour drive, isn't it? Into 4-hour drive from St Helier to Poole. Yeah.
22:45 he gets into Poole.
22:45. So that's 11:15.
A long day.
It's going to be a very long day. We probably won't be on what, till 3 o'clock-ish, I suppose. Oh, we got all that. So anyway, I shall film it with the phone. But anyway, that's it. So it's got to be. So basically, we got near enough a whole day here, and then long as we're back here, sort of probably 4 o'clock, I expect, ready to go, and then it's just waiting and get picked up, and then we just follow everybody else, I suppose, guys. So that's really it. This is all going to be packed away now, and it'll be just on the phone. So we will try and video the journey going backwards. If I don't video the journey going home, that's fine. Just play the first part in reverse. Anyway, we will catch you sometime tomorrow during the day, and on our outward bound journey back home. So we shall catch up with you tomorrow morning after breakfast, guys. So until then, thanks for watching today's episode. See you all again soon. Bye bye.